One letter. That's all it took to destroy the second most powerful man in the Roman Empire. For years, Lucius Aelius Sejanus ruled Rome in all but name, while the actual emperor, Tiberius, hid on a private island and refused to come home. Then one single letter arrived in the Senate, and everything changed within hours. This matters because Sejanus came closer than almost anyone in Roman history to seizing the throne without ever being emperor at all. His fall would trigger one of the bloodiest purges Rome had ever seen. Sejanus started as commander of the Praetorian Guard, the emperor's elite bodyguard. It was supposed to be a security job. He turned it into the most powerful position in Rome. He consolidated the scattered Praetorian cohorts into a single fortified camp just outside the city walls. Now he controlled the only armed soldiers legally allowed inside Rome itself. Emperor Tiberius, meanwhile, grew tired of the crowds, the politics, the endless Senate meetings. In 26 AD, he left Rome for the island of Capri and never returned. That decision handed Sejanus the empire. With the emperor gone, Sejanus controlled access to him. Every letter, every petition, every piece of news had to pass through Sejanus first. Senators who wanted favors learned to flatter him instead of the emperor. Statues of Sejanus began appearing in public spaces, an honor usually reserved for the imperial family alone. But absolute access breeds absolute suspicion. Sejanus trusted almost no one, and it seems almost no one, not even Tiberius's own son, was safe from him. Tiberius's son and heir, Drusus, reportedly clashed with Sejanus and even struck him during an argument. Not long after, Drusus grew ill and died. Ancient historians such as Tacitus claimed Sejanus had Drusus poisoned, working through Drusus's own wife. If true, Sejanus had just eliminated the one man standing between him and the throne. And yet, remarkably, he walked away unpunished. No one accused him. No one dared. With Drusus gone, Sejanus moved closer to the imperial family itself. He requested marriage into the emperor's bloodline, tightening his grip on succession. Tiberius, isolated on Capri, seemed to trust him completely. He gave Sejanus the title of partner in his labors, an honor no commander had ever received. For a while, it looked like Sejanus might simply inherit Rome without ever needing a legion or a battle. But then something shifted. Historians still argue over exactly what changed Tiberius's mind. Some say Tiberius grew suspicious of Sejanus's growing ambitions. Others point to warnings from members of the imperial family who had reason to fear him. One person often named in ancient accounts is Antonia, a respected elder of the imperial household, said to have sent Tiberius a warning about Sejanus's true intentions. Whatever the cause, Tiberius began acting with extreme caution, and in the year 31 AD, he made his move. He did not send soldiers. He did not issue a public accusation. He sent a letter. The letter was addressed to the Senate, and it was expected to be a routine message, perhaps even praise for Sejanus, who had just been named consul alongside the emperor himself. Senators gathered as usual, expecting nothing unusual. Sejanus himself may have expected further honors. Instead, the letter began strangely, praising him at first, then slowly shifting tone. As the letter was read aloud, it grew colder. Vague accusations, cryptic warnings, confusion spread across the chamber. By the end, it was clear. Tiberius was accusing Sejanus of treason, of plotting against the imperial family without ever stating the full case openly. The senators, sensing which way the wind now blew, turned on him instantly. Sejanus, who had walked into that chamber as one of the most powerful men in Rome, was arrested on the spot. There would be no trial in the way we might imagine, no lengthy defense. That same day, he was condemned by the very body he had dominated for years. He was strangled in prison before nightfall. His body was thrown down the Gemonian stairs, a public stairway used to display the corpses of the disgraced, and left for the crowd. Ancient sources describe the mob tearing at his remains before what was left was dragged to the Tiber and thrown into the river. But Rome's vengeance did not stop with Sejanus. His name was erased from public inscriptions. His statues were pulled down and destroyed. His children were targeted next. Ancient accounts describe them being put to death as well, caught in the same purge meant to erase his entire line. According to Roman sources, his young daughter did not fully understand what was happening to her, even as she was led to her death. It is one of the darker details preserved by ancient historians about this purge. The purge widened further. Suspected allies of Sejanus, real or imagined, were arrested across the following months. Some Senate sessions saw multiple executions in a single day. Tiberius, still on Capri, never returned to Rome to oversee any of it personally. He simply kept sending instructions from his island, and Rome carried them out. the man who had once controlled every letter reaching the emperor had been destroyed by a single letter he never saw coming. So remember this the next time you hear about ancient power. In Rome, you could command armies, control the Senate, and stand one step from the throne itself, and still lose everything the moment the man at the top stopped trusting you enough to warn you first. If you think that story was dark, wait until you see what really happened inside Egypt's embalming workshops. Egypt's mummy-making process was far darker and stranger than anything shown in movies. And next time, we reveal exactly what happened to a body before it became a mummy.